Hey everybody, DB here. We're going to be playing a little Axis and Allies Sea Naval Minis. And we're going to do Japan versus the United Kingdom in a 200-point battle. Indian Ocean raid, y'all. But first, I wanted to suggest a little light reading. And by light, I do mean light. And it's called The Most Dangerous Moment of the War, Japan's Attack on the Indian Ocean, 1942, by John Clancy. And it's basically the story of that. It's not the best book, y'all, if I'm being honest, but it is very readable. It's and it's got a lot of history in there and a lot of facts and everything about the Japanese raid on the Indian Ocean, which I feel is something, at least here in the States, we don't talk about that much. You know, we're big on Midway, we're big on Pearl Harbor. We even do a little bit about the Repulse. We learn about that one in the Prince of Wales and stuff. But I remember when I was a kid, my first exposure to this, and I was a World War II nut, was probably the original Axis and Allies when I was 7 or 8. And there was a big British fleet in India on that thing. And I was like, what's this here for? What are we doing with this? You know what I mean? And from there, yeah, gradually I learned about it. But, you know, it's a little known thing here is what I would tend to say. And so what I've done is I've set up a 200-point war at sea battle here. And all the participants on the Japanese side are going to be real ships that participated in the raid. And I think all my UK ships are as well. And we'll go over them real quick. I know they're just sitting almost out of frame here. But don't worry, on the first turn, we'll get them moved in and you'll be able to see everything. So over on the Japanese side, I have the Tone scout cruiser. I have the Akagai. But for the Akagai, I am using a card from the forumini called the Miyakagai. Slightly different, y'all. I have the Chikuma. And I have the Soryu. And then I have the Isokazi. And the Kirishima. Kongo-class battleship. And all of these ships historically were participants in the raid. And then based on these aircraft carriers, I have an Elite Zero, an Elite Val from the Forum mini cards, and then a regular Val. And then the Soryu, I have a Kate, a regular Zero, and then a Type 97 Kate attack bomber, the redo from one of the last sets. All right. And then over here on the United Kingdom side, we have, first I got up top, I have the HMS the HMS Indomitable. That's a forum mini card. And then I also have the HMS Kent to represent all the county class cruisers that were sunk during the raid. I have the Warspite, who was present. And I also have an HMS Cossack as just a destroyer stand-in. That is followed up by an HMS Ramillies. All the R-class battleships were present. They didn't really do much, but whatever, we're throwing them in. And then I have an HMS Hermes, who was sunk during the battle. Both of these cards, the Ramillies and the Hermes, are going to be forum mini cards. And then I have the following. The HMS Hotspur, who was present at the battle, and the HMS Sheffield, who is another destroyer stand-in. The Hotspur is a forum mini card as well. And then based on the Indomitable, I have 2 forum mini cards. I have the Skua and the Albacore. So they were planes the British traditionally used in the battle. And then the Hermes, I have a Swordfish. And then on their land-based air base, I have a Fulmar Mark 1 and Mark 2 and a Catalina. So that's it. We're going to get started, y'all. Let's roll for initiative. The United Kingdom has a couple flag 1s. The Miyakagai has carrier leader, which is you get +1 initiative for each carrier. So they have 2. So +2 to Japan, +1 for the United Kingdom. And 8 and 6. So the United Kingdom is actually going to win initiative. So Japan will go first. They have no slow ships. So they are all just going to move forward too. Do that with the Akagai and the Tone. Chikuma and the Soryu are going to come in here. And then Kirishima will come in there. All right. Now we go to movement phase for the United Kingdom, and they have a couple slow ships. So first off is going to be the Warspite, slow 1. On a roll of a 1, he can only move 1 space. Nope, the Warspite is going all engines full, and I believe the Ramillies has... Oh, yeah, the Ramillies is slow 3, y'all. So on a 1, 2, or 3, he's only moving 1. Oh, yeah, he's only going 1. So over here, let's do this. Let's move these guys forward. Move these guys forward. Right here. And then these guys are only going to move 1. And these guys will move up to here. Also, I have a squall, rain cloud in this one. This is a Litco marker, y'all. So we're going to leave that in the middle. At the end of the turn, he's going to move. So then we're going to go air mission phase. So the Japanese goes first. They are going to do the Type 97 attack bomber from the Soryu. I also, before I do that, we're going to do this, y'all. So both the Chikuma can spot an enemy ship to give everybody +1 to torpedoes, and the Soryu does it for bombs and, the Tone, I'm sorry, does it for bombs and guns. So we're going to put, the Eagle is going to go torpedo, and then bombs we're going to put on the Warspite. So now we'll place, and we will put a Type 97 attack bomber over here. Then the British will follow suit. They're going to put a Swordfish from the Eagle, or I'm sorry, from the Hermes. And that is going to be an expert torpedo bomber. So I'm going to put this next to him so I remember. And there is also, this guy is an expert torpedo bomber. These markers are from Litco. Or, no, I'm sorry. Those ones are from a guy on the forumini, I think, maybe. They might be from a guy on the forumini that I bought. So we're back to Japan. Japan is going to put their Kate over in here as well. Which will be back to the English. And they are going to put this lovely Albacore over here. And, yep. And then the Japanese are going to put, this is going to be an elite Val right here. Oops. He's going to go in here. This guy stays here. This is a Skua, and it's going to be a bomber. He's going to go in here as well. And he is actually going to be an expert bomber from the Indomitable. And this guy is an expert bomber too. So you'll see these special rules are all going to stack like crazy. This guy over here is a bomber as well. Another, yeah. Then the English are going to, off their air base, they are going to, they're going to try the Fulmore Mark II, and he's going to go over here to try and save those guys. So I'm going to put that card over there so I remember. Okay, so these guys are here, right there. Then this Japanese is an expert dogfighter 2. He's going to go in here. This is going to be ugly. He's going to murder some guys. And then the English, going to put the PBY over here. All right. He's going to shadow. I don't have a marker for that, so I'll just try and remember. And then last but not least, this guy. Oop, I moved the wrong one. This guy is a fighter. And he's going to go escort those guys. And he's going to be an expert dogfighter too. All right. So there's our air placement phase. You'll see in this 200-point game, it definitely is a little bit more involved than the other one. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to go to anti-air, and I'll go easiest first. I'm going to go right here with the Warspite and the Cossack. And they are coming in on the Vals, who are Vital Armor 5. So a house rule I have is when you have the same kind of planes and one's an expert, you got to roll to see which one you're shooting at. So, and that's a house rule. So odds, it's going to be the regular guy. Evens, it's going to be the expert. So it's going to be the expert. And the Warspite rolls 7 dice. So here's his 7 dice. Oh, that is pretty bad. Look at all those 1s and 2s. 1 hit. That's a miss. Okay. So the Cossack is going to do the same thing. Evens, it's the expert. It's the expert again. 5 dice from the Cossack. 1, 2, 3, 4. No good. All right. So we are going to bomb away on the Warspite. So the Elite Val rolls 8 dice initially. And then he gets 1 for the tone and 1 for being an expert bomber. So, oh, he also has skilled dive. I should have realized that, which is, here's his card, y'all. This is a forum mini card. Pretty cool one, right? So here's his attack on the Warspite. Armor 8 on the Warspite. Gonna be no good. 5 hits. All right, that's a stinker. So the other guy is gonna be 9 dice bomb. And you know what? He's just gonna go right on the Cossack. And of course, he's gonna murder him, I think. So there is, oh, he would have hit the Warspite. Bugger all. 6, 7, 8. So the Cossack is destroyed. All right. It's going to be all she wrote for him. And that's that square. So then we move over to here. So AA first, I have a Japanese fighter there. That one is a regular 0, but he is an expert dogfighter too. And so he will get to go first. So he's base of 7. And then 2 for expert 2. And then he has surprise, 1 on the first turn of the game. And he's going to be going at the Fulmar. So the Fulmar is armor 4/7. I think the Fulmar 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Fulmar Mark II has been destroyed. However, he will get to make his anti-air attack. And he has Bomber Killer. And he is going to use that. So he will roll 6 dice. And he will attack the regular Kate. However, the 0 escorts, so 4s are not hits. So he missed. And then he is destroyed. We'll move him away already. All right. Way to go. Jeez, Japan is rocking them. All right. So first up on the anti-aircraft, we have the Ramillies, and he has 7 dice. And he's going at one of the torpedo bombers on a 1 through 3. It's the expert. It's not. It's the regular Kate. And, oh, here's a good roll. 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 destroys the regular Kate. Nice shot, Ramillies. Now, however, the Hermes rolls only 5 dice. 2 hits. So that is going to be nothing. Now, we're going to launch some torpedoes. So the Type 97 attack bomber rolls a base of 3. 1 for Expert 1, 1 for Chikuma, and then he has Carrier Hunter. So he can roll 6 torpedoes against the Hermes. Looking for 6s. Each 6 will do 2 damage. The Hermes can withstand 3. Uh-oh. There's 2 damage, 2 torpedo hits. So that's going to be 4 hull points which, as you can see, is going to sink our Hermes. Uh-oh, boys and girls. Things are looking grim for the United Kingdom right off the bat, right? All right, but then we move over here. Let's see if the UK can add a little back. We will have to roll to see if the Swordfish is destroyed upon his return. So over here, guys, we have our Elite 0, and he is normally 7 dice. 4, 6, 7. But he is an Expert 2. So that gives him 9. Yeah, and he's got a couple other special rules, but none of them are coming into effect here. He is going to go after the Albacore. He'll go after the Albacore. Oh, yes, he will go after the Albacore. So that's 6, 7, 8, which will destroy the Albacore. That is this guy. He is destroyed. Okay, way to go, gang. Next, we have the Kurashima, the battleship. He has 7 dice. He is going to go on the Swordfish. 2, that's nothing. And then the Isokazi only rolls 5 dice. He will go on the Swordfish as well. Oh, there we go. The Swordfish, you get -1 on the dice, but 6s are still 2s. So 4, that's enough to abort the Swordfish. So I'll just turn him around so we know. So the Skua gets through, and he is a 6 dice bomber with Expert 1. So he's going to be 7 dice. And he is going to try and hit this battleship. And he is going to fail because he rolled 5 damage. And the battlecruiser Kurashima has armor of 6. So, oh, I should have rolled 1 extra dice. PBY spots him. Oh, I missed. All right, there you go. That's the English's 1 do-over. All right, so that's the end of the air phase. So let's just move these guys. So that would mean this guy is destroyed, as well as this guy. No bueno. No bueno. Surface attack phase. Normally there would be no surface attacks. However, the Warspite has a special rule that he can take a range 6 shot once per game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But he has to target a battleship, and he can roll 12 dice. So the Kurashima is a battleship. So I am going to take that 12 dice blast. That's why I tried to target him with the bomb attacks. I know it's not the smartest, but I figured if I could knock that off, then he wouldn't be able to do this. So let's see. He's got a decent chance to really hurt the Kurashima. If I don't roll shit. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that will damage the Kurashima, and he will not be able to use his long range 4, and he will have to close. That is it for surface attacks from them. The Japanese did not have any. Now it's going to be the air return phase and the end phase. So I have to roll for the Swordfish that was on the Hermes. On a 1, he's going to sink. Any other number, he's going to land on the Indomitable. A 2. So he is good to land on the Indomitable. And then all these guys are going to land back here. So torpedo. Bombers. Over here. Pick our chits up. The PBY is just going to shadow and stay lurking around. So right now, the Japanese have 32 points. They've destroyed 4 English units so far. Now I'm going to move the Storm. We're going to say a 1 is 12 o'clock. So 1, 2, 3. The Storm moves right here. Oh, an aid to the Japanese for sure. All right. Initiative. +2 on this side, +1 on this side. 9 and 9. So the Japanese are going to have initiative this time. So the English will have to move first. Slow 1 on the Warspite. A 4. Slow 3 over here. No, only 1. So we're going to try and rush the objectives. Let's do this. And then he is going to move into here. Try and keep him safe. Now the Japanese, we will do this. I'll move these guys to here. These guys are going to move into here. Actually, he'll move into there. He's going to stay back here. Let's do this smart. Let's not be too silly, right? And we're going to go there. Okay. So air phase, the English will have to go first. They will place their Swordfish is going to go over here again at these guys. And then let's do the torpedo bomber with carrier, hunter, and whatnot is going to go there. This Skua bomber is going to try and go here. And then let's go dive bombers. One dive bomber is going to go here. He's going to be the veteran. He's also... Oops, I think I bumped the camera there. He's an expert bomber. This dude is an expert torpedo. This guy is a bomber over here, so he's an expert bomb 1 from the Indomitable. Okay. And then I have a full Mark. What is he? A Mark 1 now? A shady Mark 1. I'm actually just going to put this dude. He's going to scoot over to here. So that's a placement for them. So then the Japanese are going to place their other bomber over here. And then the British are going to use this Fulmar Mark 1. He's a fighter. He's going to go and try and save this guy. And then we'll put a 0 here. And we'll put a 0 here. And they are Expert Dogfighter 2. They're both Expert Dogfighter 2s. So that's going to be messy. So let's do that. Okay. So the air phase. Let's do some anti-aircraft. We'll start over here first. The Indomitable gets 8 dice. So I don't want to jinx it, but it should be okay. Right? 4, 6 hits on the Type 97, which is going to abort him. So I will turn him around. He is donezo. All right. Up here, I have, who went first? The English went first. So the Fulmar is a fighter that rolls 5 dice. He's a foreign mini card as well, y'all. He is going to attack the bomber. 3 hits is not good enough. Then the Kent only has 5 AA dice as well. He's going to go at the bomber. There is 5. However, oops, I'm sorry. That's an elite Val. So he actually rolls 1 less die. So, hold on. I'll just re-roll it. And this is Japan's 1 do-over. So 3. So he's actually safe there. Now the 0 is going to attack the Fulmar. He is base of 7. Expert Dog 2 is 9. I think he missed, y'all. Holy gosh. Holy gosh. Yeah. He missed 4. How about that? Well, it ties, so it aborts him. So the bomb gets through. So that is the elite Val. He rolls 8 plus 1 for the expert bomb. I forgot the spot with the tone and the Chikuma. So I would have picked here and here. So I'm just going to roll the 1. Uh-oh. That's goodbye to the Kent. So it looks like he's going to be a stand-in for the Dorsetshire. Oof, look at that roll, ladies and gentlemen. 8, 9, 10, 13. So much for the Kent, right? The English are getting worked here. All right, let's move over to here. So I got AA from, I'm going to do the Soryu first. The Soryu is 7 dice. Actually, you know what? The 0 is going to be more, so I'll do him first. He's 9. And he's the Elite 0. So he's going to get 4, 5, 6, 7, which on a Skua is going to destroy it. So the Skua is smoked as well. English having a very, very tough time here. Right. Then we move down to here. Our brave Swordfish coming in at the Krishima. 7 dice, -1, so no 4s, y'all. Uh-oh. 1, 2, 3 6s is 6. And that destroys the Swordfish Mark 1. A very rough air phase for the English. Very rough indeed. All right. Over here we have a Val bomber that is coming in on the Sheffield. So the Sheffield rolls 7 AA dice. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Which is enough to abort the Val. However, he has pressed the attack, and I'm going to do that. So on a 1, he's destroyed. 4 or higher, he gets through, but no 4s. So he is good to go, and he will be able to make his attack, and nobody else can shoot at him either. So he is going to be an 8 dice bomb. And should he go on the Hotspur or the Sheffield? You know what? He's going to go on the Hotspur. Oh, he should have picked the Sheffield, y'all. He just sunk her. Or no, he's no 4s. Okay. So 6, 7 hits. That is enough to destroy the old Tottenham Hotspur. Oh, boy. And the English are getting smoked. The Hotspur has guarded the flotilla in close escort, so nothing that can save him from that. And I believe that to be the end of our air phase. So let us remove our destroyed guys, which is going to be the Kent and the Hotspur. That's kind of bad, right? English. All the English have destroyed so far is a Kate. Not very good. But we come to the surface attack phase, and they're going to get some shots in here. So the English had to move first. So the very first thing I'm going to do is I'm not going to shoot here. I think I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, because I have extended range on the Warspite. And I'm going to throw a 12 dice blast at that aircraft carrier, which happens to be the Akagai. Armor 5, 11. Now, part of me wants to shoot that tone, but I'm going to let him go. Oh, crap. No bueno. So the poor Warspite, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's going to be 1 damage on the Akagai, but that ain't really cutting the mustard. Now, of course, the Warspite has guns all over it, so he has secondary guns with a range of 2, can throw 4 dice, which I might as well fire at this Chikuma that has concealment. 1 is a miss. But the Warspite also has tertiary guns, so 3 dice at range 2, and also a miss. So much for the Warspite, ladies and gentlemen. We go over here to the Ramillies. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going to throw a range 4 bomb of 12 dice. Also, let me make sure I got all 12. Here comes 12 downrange at the Chikuma, who will, if he gets hit, get a saving throw. Oh, he got hit all right, ladies and gentlemen. I think the Ramillies 8, 9, and the notorious thin armor of the Japanese. That is a vital hit unless I can roll a 5 or 6, and I'm lost in the squall. No, so the Chikuma is destroyed. The United Kingdom strikes back. Oh, all right. And then we have the Sheffield, who at range 3 has 6 dice, and he's going to take a shot at this destroyer, the Isokazi. And he is going to get 5, which will be a hit. However, the Isakaze only has 2 hull points, so he will be crippled. But that will not take effect till the end of the phase. Just like the Chikuma will still get to shoot. So that's it for the English. So we go to the Japanese. These dudes are out of range. 1, 2, 3. They can't shoot anybody, so that's enough of them. The Chikuma, before it dies, is going to take some shots. At range 2, he has 1 long lance torpedo, which he will fire at the Warspite. And he will miss. At range 2, he has an 8 dice attack, or 1, 2, 3. Yeah, he's going to take an 8 dice attack also at the Warspite. A 1 hit. That was poor. The Chikuma obviously got destroyed for a reason here. And then his secondary guns cannot even hurt. So that's going to be it for him. Very poor turn for the Chikuma. However, we're going to move down to here. And we're going to go range 3. We're going to shoot 1 long lance torpedo from the Isakaze at the Sheffield. Ooh, I thought that was going to be a 6, y'all. He missed. That's all the Isakaze has that is in range. However, the Kirishima will shoot an 11 dice blast at him from range 3. Because he is actually at a range from that guy. So 11 dice on the Sheffield. Let's see what we can do, guys. Oh, very poor again. This is a cracked die. I'm going to re-roll it. 6. That's going to give me a hit at least. 5. So 1 damage on the Sheffield. Very poor roll from the Japanese. Noted for their surface gunnery. Not today, ladies and gentlemen. Not today. Not with DB. Rolling the dice. So at range 3, he also has a 5 blast from his secondaries, which he might as well throw as well. And continuing, poor to form. 1 hit. Back to the gunnery drills, boys and girls. So that is going to be the end of our round. We're going to return our planes. So let's go here. Let's go here. And here. Take these off. This guy hangs out. This guy is destroyed. Chikuma. Blub, blub. So we're looking at a score of 34 for the Japanese. For the English to a lot for the British. I'll add it up in a second. But let's do some initiative, y'all, as we roll along here. Still +2, still +1. 8 + 1 is 9. 9 + 2 is 11. So the Japanese win initiative. The English have to go first. Slow roll for the Warspite. He is slow this turn. Only 1. Well, guess what? He's going on the objective. The Ramillies. He is not slow. And you'll notice I also have an aircraft carrier back here, the Indomitable, with no planes on it. But I don't want to move him up yet. He's actually going to move over to here. And then this fella is going to move over to here. Before I do that, I'm going to move the smoke because I forgot. Always forget. 6. It's actually on the objective. And then the Sheffield will move into this objective. All right. Over on this side. So the Akagai is going to move into here. Try and seize the objective. 1, 2. He's going to move here to contest that objective. And the Soryu, 1, 2, 3, 4, is going to move over to here to try and stay out of harm's way. And then, oh, there's my dog. He's barking. He's barking, y'all. And this dude is going to move here. And we're going to move this guy here. The old dog is barking. I wonder what's going on. They're actually changing the gas main out in front of my house, which is crazy. Yeah. So, all right. The old dog. That's my man, Boss. He's like 12 or 11. He's like 11. He's super old, though, dude. Fat German Shepherd Basset Hound. A little sip of the juice. All right. Let's see. Here we go. So the air phase, it's going to be only a PBY, which I'm going to move him into here for the... No. You know what? He's gonna go over here. That way he's kind of safe. Then we're gonna do Japanese expert bomber. It's gonna come in here. And then it's pretty much all Japanese. So Japanese expert torpedo coming in here. Regular Japanese bomber is gonna come there. And then we're gonna go, you know what? We're not even gonna fight her. We're just gonna hang out, I think. Right? Leave the fighters alone. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. This is a Fulmar that I had left. I don't know if he got destroyed or not. I picked him up and put him with the Japanese. We'll just say he got destroyed to keep it easy. All right, so the fighters aren't going to go. So it's just going to be air attacks. So the Ramillies is 7 dice. And he is going to try and shoot that torpedo bomber. Oh, he got that torpedo bomber. Look at that roll, y'all. So he's got 10 hits. He's blowing up Hellcats if he needed to. So the Type 97 attack bomber is destroyed. That kind of shorts out the Soryu's extra torpedoes, right? The Tone is going to pick him, by the way, for extra gunnery and bomb attacks. Might as well. So this is our elite Val. He is 8 dice. 7, 8. 1 for expert, and then 1 for the Tone. He's dropping a 10er. He's dropping nada. 6. That battleship armor of 8 is a tough nut to crack sometimes. All right, over here, the Sheffield is 7 dice as we roll right along, trying to figure out if the Indian Ocean is getting rated hardcore or not. Here we go, 7 on a regular Val. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's armor 5, so no good. That means he's coming in with an 8 dice bomb on the Sheffield. Could it be the Cornwall instead? No, it's a different class of ship. But he's taking a hit, y'all. 4, 5, 6. That'll be enough. That's a second hit, which will cripple him. So in the gunnery phase, he will count as crippled, which is actually a big deal because oh no, he's not quite. It'll still help. So that's the end of the air phase. So we move to surface phase. The English were first. 1, 2, 3. So this is a questionable result, but the Warspite is going to throw 12 dice at the Akagi again. Because if I don't, he's going to win that objective. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is enough to damage him, but not enough to kill him. So he will more than likely claim that objective. The Warspite will throw 5 dice at the Tone, who is right next to it, with its secondary guns, and he will miss. Then he will throw 4 dice with his tertiary guns, and he will miss again. The Indomitable is only range 2, so he will not shoot. And then I'm going to actually do the Sheffield first. He is crippled, so he's going to throw 1 torpedo at the Kashima. He's going to miss. Then he is going to shoot his secondary guns at this destroyer. Now that since he's crippled, there are no 4s don't count as hits for him. So 2. That will be enough to hit and sink the Isokazi. But he will get to shoot. And then the Sheffield will throw a 7 dice blast against the Kashima. No 4s. So only 2. That's no good. All right. Then we have the Ramillies. He's chilling here. The storm kind of blocks his view there. So he's going to go here. And he's going to roll 14 dice on the Kashima. So there's 7 and 7. 14 from the big guy. range 2. Speaking of 2s, there's a lot of them. He's going to get 7, which is going to be a hit. So it's going to be another damage on him. And then, oh, that's at the end of the surface attack phase. I'm going to leave this card out so I remember to use his special ability. All right, so over here, the Isokazi. 1, 2, 3. He's actually going to shoot a long-lance torpedo at the Ramillies. Oh, of course he hit. Long-lance torpedoes do 1 extra point of damage, so it's 3. And the Ramillies has no torpedo defense. So he's taken all 3 hits, y'all. That was huge. Huge. And then before he sinks under the waves, he rolls a 5 dice blast, no 4s, at the Sheffield. For 1, which is no good. All right, so the Isokazi is going to be dead. So the Kirishima is going to just start with his weakest guns on this guy, which is going to be 5 dice. And he's looking for 3 to sink this guy. And of course, I said something. That's 2. That's no good. So he's going to step it up to his secondaries, which are going to be 7. And that'll do it right there, 4 and 6. The Sheffield is going to be sunk. And like a typical war at sea game, is this going to come down to just battleships hammering away? So range 2, he's going to roll 13. 1, 2, 3, or I should, yeah. He's going to roll 13 on the Ramillies, y'all. Uh-oh. That's a good roll, I think. 4, 8, 10, 11. So that will be 1 more on the Ramillies, which will cripple her at the end of the turn. Pretty good shooting from the Kirishima this turn. Up here, the Tone is going to shoot long-lance torpedoes at the Warspite. At range 1, he has 2. Nope, no good. And then at range 3, he has 6 dice. I'm thinking I should shoot the aircraft carrier, but he is actually armor 511. So, might as well, right? Here's 6 dice on the aircraft carrier. Nope, no good. And then he has 4 dice. If I roll 4 6s, he could damage the Warspite. So let's do it. Let's not do it, right? No good there. And now the Akagai actually has a 5 dice attack. 1, 2, 3. He can't reach there, but he can reach the Warspite. So, oh, look at that roll. 6, but that's no good. That's a damn good roll from the Akagai. All right. So that's the end of the surface action phase. The Ramillies is going to use Intimidation. Once per game at the end of the surface attack phase, you may choose a ship that was attacked by this unit's main gun attack. This ship must immediately move 1 sector away from this unit. If that movement is impossible, you can't use this ability. So I'm going to do it here, and I'm going to force him to move back to here. Or I guess he would get to pick. So the way I read that. So this way is actually a way, because he's in range 3. Okay. Now we're going to return our planes up to here. Take this stuff off. That guy is still crippled. All right, the Sheffield is destroyed. The Isokazi is destroyed. The Akagai claims an objective. In a 200-point game, those objectives are worth 100 each, and we're looking to get to 300. So the Japanese are closing in pretty good. All right, initiative. We still have 2 aircraft carriers, and I still have the Warspite. So +2 and +1. The English have to go first. Now that he's crippled, he is only speed 1. So he is going to move here. The Warspite will stay on the objective. And that's pretty much going to be it. The Japanese will move to here. Move to here. And move to here. All right. And I do have the Soryu, and he'll just stay right there. So, okay. So I basically have 2 fighters and 2 dive bombers. So the dive bombers are both going to go over to here. The Tone will pick him as the ship to spot. One of these dive bombers is an expert. And that's it. So, yeah, that's it. Okay, so the Ramillies has 7 AA dice. Let's see, on a 1 to 3, shoots the expert. Yep, he's shooting at the expert. He's rolling 7 dice. But the expert Val has skilled dive. Enemy ships roll 1 less die. So he's only rolling 6. No 4s. Nothing. Uh-oh. Here he comes. All right, the first bomb is going to be base of 8. Then he's an expert, and he's spotted by the Tone. So here's a 10 dicer. The armor on the Ramillies is down to a 7 because he's crippled. Uh-oh. That's going to be close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, doesn't go through. Here's the regular Val. He's going to try and become an expert by snaking this dude. Actually, you know what? Once per game, the elite Val has ace bomber. I can re-roll once per game. So he's going to re-roll. Try and hit. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He missed again. All right. So here's the regular Val. He also missed. Whew. Battleship. Tough nut to crack. All right. That's our AA. That's our air attack phase. So we move on to the British surface phase. So this dude is... Actually, you know what? First, we're going to do aircraft carrier on aircraft carrier. He has 4 dice at range 2. He missed. All right. So then we're going to do the Ramillies. He's going to go at the Krishima. He's got 15 dice at range 1. Let's see what we get here. No 4s because he is crippled, y'all. No 4s. Let's just pull them all away. The 4 is getting pulled away. So he has 4, 7, which is going to be a hit on the Krishima. He has 5 hull points, so he's still kicking. The Ramillies also has a 6 dice blast. No 4s. He will shoot that as well. 3, no good. And he has a 4 dice blast. He will shoot as well. Get them rolls in, right? He missed. All right. Bummer. All right. Let's do the Warspite. He's going to roll 15 dice on the Tony. Can he do it again, the Tony? We shall see. That's a bad 90s music joke, y'all. Oh, I'm rolling dice off the table. Oh, man. Warspite. Kind of a shitty roll. 3, 6, 8. He doesn't even vital the Tone. That is not good, ladies and gentlemen. The Tone also gets a weather save. And we'll leave that too. He does not. All right. So the Warspite now will shoot his remaining guns. There's a 6 dice blast on the Tone. That is a miss. And then he has a 4 dice blast. The English dice, not so hot today. Uh-oh. That's a miss. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, that means it's time for the Japanese turn. And they are going to start with the Tony. He's going to try and do it again. He has 3 long lance torpedoes on the Warspite. Oh, no. Boxcars. Warspite does not have torpedo protection. So he's taking 6 hull points. That means the Warspite just got destroyed, y'all. That means Japan gonna win, y'all. Truly, this Indian Ocean raid was a battle upon battles. Let's finish out the turn real quick. 1, 2. The Tony rolls 8 dice on the crippled. Can the Tone sink them both in one turn? Man of the match. Oh, is that going to be a hit? Is that going to be a hit right there? Suspense. No. Tone 5. Not enough. All right. And then does the Tone... Oh, he's got some... He's got his other stuff is range 2. He's got a 3 dice attack, which cannot damage anybody. So it falls down to the Krishima. He's going to roll 14 dice on our Tone. Or, I'm sorry, not on the Tone. Friendly fire! He's going to roll 14 dice on the Ramillies. Uh-oh. Pretty sure he's sinking them there, right? Just barely, actually. We got 5, 6, 7, which because he's crippled, that will sink him. So he will be destroyed as well. And with his other attacks, he can no longer target anybody. We also have the Akagai who wants to shoot. And he has a 6 dice shot at the Indomitable before it beats tail and tries to retreat. Well, look at that crap roll, y'all. DB rolling some doo-doo. That's a miss. All right, he has a 3 dice attack as well. Oh, that one gets 4, but he's armor 5, so no good. All right, that means we return our planes. That means we take our damages. Oh, you know what? He would have got a saving throw on it. Did he make it? Did I take one? Shit. Now I don't remember. I'm just going to say he got smoked. Whatever. Shoot. What a way to end the game. I forgot. That happens, though. You know what I mean? Even to the best of us when you're stacking rules. But check it out, man. I hope you enjoyed my battle. You know? Little Axis and Allies Naval Miniatures Indian Ocean raid. Japan was successful, y'all. Remember, John Clancy, most dangerous moment of the war. Check it out if you want a little ready. You know what I'm saying? Be good to one another. Do what you feel.